City Chiefs taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Hunter Nicewander on a punt now on 4th down. Taken in at the 11. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Mahomes to throw once more. Forced out to his left. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run for it with Love. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. First carry now for Trey Sermon. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes flush to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They turn to Love on the handoff. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Bryce Love, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was all capped by Bryce Love's touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start the drive with Love here. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On 1st down, here's Love. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. They'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's complete to Lazard. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did tonight.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You've got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Mahomes going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Allen now on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, Yeah, they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And it's going to be third down and forever. Singletary trying the left side. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So we reach. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chunking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Weaver. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And that is caught. It's Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Singletary to get the drive started, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd and 7, Allen. He will find Davis on the left side, complete.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now on 2nd and 16. Allen. He finds his man. Complete. It's Weaver.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Weaver. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Singletary. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Running to start the drive is Love. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They give to Sermon out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On first down, it's Love, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Going to give it to Love. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Bills getting set to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Weaver. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. He finds his man complete. That's Weaver. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. 2nd down and 8. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done now. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is